goodness. Okay, so I had a question today in regards to whether or not a woman should be dealing with a married man. F no. The reason why, this is the way I look at it, okay? And this is impromptu, that's why lives are dangerous. The reason why is because he already chose the prize, okay? No matter what the circumstances is, no matter how he tries to explain it to you, he already chose the person who he feels like is a prize, okay? The best match for where he is in his life at the moment, okay? So if you allow yourself to get involved in that situation, it is a lose-lose for you, okay? So don't do it because he doesn't have plans, future plans for you. He only has future plans for the person that he put a ring on, okay? And he's living out those future plans, and you're just the person that's being boo-boo. I call it boo-boo the foo. Okay? So if he is, and trust me, I understand some people are very vulnerable based on their past, okay? But the truth of the matter is, if he is already married, he already has children, it doesn't matter if they don't have children. The bottom line is when he got down on one knee and said, "Hey, I want her. You are the one for me." That means the best opportunity that he saw for himself to fulfill a life with. Okay? You're not part of that equation. Do not hurt yourself by getting involved in that situation. Even if a marriage couple falls into hard times, okay, where they're saying, okay, well, he's doing this and she's doing that, don't allow yourself to become the private counselor of either party, whether it's male or female. Don't do that because you're going to be hurting yourself. Because guess what? You're never in the equation. No matter if you have had intermarital affairs with that person or not, you are not important. And even if you think you're important, they're going to remember the fact that you are willing to be on the side of what they got going on. So they're either going to continue to use that to their advantage and treat you as such. Don't hurt yourself by doing that, whether you're a male or female. Don't do that. Because let me tell you something. If there is an issue, they need to be resolving it between themselves and they need to be seeking out counseling. Today, there is so much available for marriage couples to where you don't need to make yourself a part of the equation. If you do, let me tell you something. They're going to use you as the counselor, but let me tell they're not using you as a counselor the way you think. You think you're important because you're like, yeah. Trust me, you're not. Okay? Don't hurt yourself by getting involved in a marital spat between a man and a woman, even if a man or a woman comes to you particularly to start telling you, oh, they're doing this and this and this and this. That's what they chose to be in. Okay, so if they chose to be in that, the best thing you could do is tell them, go get advice from a lawyer or go get an advice from a counselor or a therapist. Okay, and then remove yourself immediately from the equation, because what's going to happen is that man or woman is only going to use your energy to interfere when things are not going right in that direction. Then they will go. I've heard of the term ghosting, but they'll ghost you and get rid of you temporarily because they already know you will be there if they need you. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Figure out the real reason why you would allow an individual who's already taken to waste your time. Okay? My phone is putting on all kinds of stuff, solitary. I hope you guys can't see that, but if you can, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, let me put this back in my ear. Hold on. Okay. But don't allow that to take up your time. Because remember, when people get married, they already picked what they want. You're not it. Okay, even if you come along later, they might think you're it. And then all you're doing is wasting your time. So your time is with somebody who is single and available just like you. And if they come back trying to play, how's your day? Hey, I was just checking on you. If you didn't have a previous relationship as a friendship in general with them, let them go, because there's no purpose behind them doing that except for to check your temperature to see whether or not they want to play with you and how far you're going to be willing to allow them to take it. Okay? Because remember, their prize is at home along with their children if they have them. So you are just hurting yourself, coming up with all these fantasies. Well, maybe this and this and this, and you are making up all this stuff that's not real in your own head. Don't do that to yourself. I've seen that so many times with women. Well, maybe no, he's not going to do all those things. You're just hurting yourself, and you're putting yourself in a very compromising position, and it's emotional manipulation on his part, because he's going to play you. People, when they get ready to cheat, right, it's most likely some type of revenge plot. They're at a spat at home, bored at home somehow, some way, and they have to come up with a convincing way to get you involved. And that's the point where you need to cut them off and tell them, hey, I'm not into it. Go handle that. I'm not trying to do that. Y'all need to go get a counselor or something like that, and then cut them off immediately. Okay? Because all they're doing is checking your temperature to see, hey, okay, this person is hot or handsome or whatever, and my thing going on at home is not going right. So I want to try to interfere in their lives and see if I could do it. And they're coming up with all kinds of strategies to do it. And then as soon as you entertain it, you're on step number 1 to making it worse for yourself. Okay? If you are single, stay single and go find some single people on meetup.com to deal with, because that person is not single, and all they're doing is they're bored at home. They don't have nothing going on, or they're at odds with their spouse, and you are just a temp. And as soon as they get done with your temp self, they're going to run back home and deal with them, and then come up with all kinds of excuses, coming out with their acting theatrics to make you feel like they were really genuine when they were never genuine with you in the first place. Don't harm yourself, okay? What they have planned for you is not good, sweetheart. It's just, I'm going to use you. And then when they go to make it right, you're out the door. And then you're the one that's crying like, oh, it didn't work out. So you got to go on all these, you have to go on all these things to make you feel good as a person, when you shouldn't know. You should never get involved, okay? Marriage is a contract. Leave that contract alone, okay? And you go try to build your own, okay? It's not a challenge, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose, okay? And even if you win, things don't always go the way you think, okay? Because a man marries what he thinks is his 80%. Okay? If you get involved, you're going to be the other 20% that's going to fulfill the whole entire thing. And when you look at the whole situation, the only one that's going to benefit from both of you, with the wife and the side piece, or the husband and the side piece, is the marriage partner, because they're getting 100%, but you getting 20%. You're like, okay, well, I don't got nobody to hold me. Okay, well, you messed that up, because there's plenty of people that want to hold you. You just involved in the wrong thing. So don't hurt yourself like that. Don't allow anybody to get you involved in something like that. If they're having issues, that's on them. Your job is to get what you want. You want a partner. So if you want a partner, meetup.com, sweetheart. Don't allow somebody to unrighteously use you for their own gain and their own purpose in that moment, okay? And then come up with your own faked out delusions that's going to tell you, oh, well, maybe this and this and this. Do not guess people's behavior, because when they show you their actions is the truth. You're just, don't be the person that's sitting up there trying to calculate, speculate on why. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Because they already knew why going in. You just didn't know why. They already knew the game they were going to play when they came in there, based off of your personality or who you are. You get what I'm saying? So play them back and tell them to stay where they are. You pick that no matter what the apologies are, no matter what the excuses are, no matter what. Stay where you are, sweetheart. Okay? Some people take the bait and then all they do is they end up in a horrible situation. So if you're the one, the victor, because some people like to compete and do that stupid stuff, you're going to get the man, but he ain't going to treat you right. Or you're going to get the woman, but she is not going to treat you right because she's going to remember, or he's going to remember how you acted when they had a spouse. You shouldn't have been involved in the first place. And then they're going to treat you accordingly. And you're like, why don't they respect me? They're not going to respect you because you showed them they don't need to. Because they played you. And they played the game and you allowed it. And then you ended up doing everything in your willpower to take a whole family from them. And then they don't want to marry you. They don't want to have children with you. And if they do, they're going to stall you out as long as they can. And that stalling process is just to see if there's something better. And then if they can't get better, then you're it. But they're not going to treat you right. Okay? Because you didn't let them do it the right way. Okay? God bless you. Know your value. Know your worth. You're worth the chase. You're worth a person who's ready and available. Okay? You're not worth a person who is taken playing games with your heart and your mind. Because remember, a person is more confident if they are already taken. Okay? Because they know if it doesn't work out with you, they could just run back to wherever they came from. Okay? So just remember that part. Okay? And always remember, people are in your lives for a reason, and it's your job to figure out why. Okay? Okay? And there's always a reason, no matter what. God bless you. Like, share, and subscribe. I have been having so much fun today. I haven't been able to be, I am sitting in my little tiny studio. And I can't wait to share. I just recently, bought a new camera to hopefully make the picture quality better. I thought the sound quality would be better, but we'll find out, okay? But in the meantime, thank you for your support for my channel. Like, share, subscribe. I am still learning the monetization process of YouTube because I am monetized now. But I didn't know I would get monetized, so I've been off for so long. So thank you so much for you guys who supported me to get me monetized. And I can't wait to continue to evolve and develop a relationship with you guys on my platform. And just remember this piece right here. God sees all. He loves you, your mistakes and all. The main thing is to learn from your mistakes and to evolve from them and to not stay. In my other videos, I always talk about the hamster wheel, okay? When you stay in the same cycle, you stay on the hamster wheel producing the same results and you have the same issues going on. And all it does is it hurts your life, okay? And you want to bring positivity in because we are living in an age in a society who's in that get back phase. Like, they're not even trying to solve problems now. It's like, okay, you did this, I'm trying to get back. It's like, crazy people. So we don't want that, you know? You want to be able to identify issues, handle them, be realistic. Don't try to paint a false picture about what's going on. And get the heck up out of there if you need to, you know? And whenever you're dealing with somebody who's in a marriage, trust me, it's not going to be good for you. Okay? It's not going to be good for you. And then even if you are the victor in that situation, God bless you, because he's about to give you the business of your lifetime, and then you're going to be angry. Like, oh my God, I signed up for this, and it was about competition for you, but now you got what you needed, and then you're not getting what you want, and then you got to sit with that decision for a very long time, depending on how long you let it fester. Okay? So get somebody who's ready, available. Take your time. You are so valued to where you need to understand that you are, so that you wouldn't even put yourself in that position. Okay? Single to single is a great thing, okay? Because singles are ready to mingle, you know what I'm saying? And then if they are married and they're just trying to get with you because you're single because they see you hot and popping, tell them to go where you belong. You picked where you're going to be. Adios, amigos. Arrivederci. Bye bye. And let them go handle their situation, okay? While you find your future, okay? Or your future finds you, okay? But you have to be ready, okay? If you're not ready, don't expect to get what you need, okay? Because you have to be 100% ready, okay? And then God can send that blessing in for you. If you are caught up in a situation that's already taken, that person is clearly taken and they're just holding up your time. And then there's somebody else that's over there waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? So do not waste your time. Be single and available so you can get your prince, honey. They're just wasting your time. You just have to really understand that. I really get sad when I have to meet or learn from beautiful and handsome people that a person was taken and then they took a chance and then they got burned. Okay? Just remember, they put a ring on that finger. Okay? If they put a ring on it, that's where they want it to be. So you got to force them to be where they chose to be, to work that stuff out. Okay? And then you could be free with other free people. Okay? God bless you. You guys have my heart. Thank you so much for getting me monetized. Thank you for your support for my channel. I'm so thankful. And I can't wait to really get in the studio. The lives are, I have to really get used to it. This is my, I think it's my fourth, I want to say. I have to look at my channel. But yes, I'm learning. But at the end of the day, just God bless you. Okay? Value yourself so much to where people will be intimidated to even think to put you in that situation of marital affairs of theirs. Okay? It has nothing to do with you unless you make yourself part of it. And trust me, you're going to hurt yourself and waste your time. Okay? And I've seen so many women and men go through tears because they chose to invest and then they got burned. They're like, oh my God, I just wouldn't. And then they're thinking they're not worthy. But you are worthy. It's just somebody lied about their circumstances or somebody already manipulated, came in with manipulation, which is not on you, but you are responsible for your part in it. Okay? Bye. God bless you. Bye.